Hey guys, what do we got going on? Anything? We got Rhea quotes here, picking up where they left off. All right, and we have Selena here. Hey Selena, we have Jace. Jace says happy birthday, Yogi. What's up there, Jace? What's up there, Selena? Nice to see you guys. Hey Dan, what's up? Let's see. Rhea says hi. Hey Rhea. Michael says hey there, Yogi. Hey there, Michael. How are you? For those who might have missed it last night, Michael Burkeen. Mysteries Unfold by Michael Burkeen. That is his channel sticker. Everyone should have a channel sticker. I don't have a channel sticker, but everyone should have a channel sticker. Oh, awesome. Dan got a new unit in. Nice. Hey, do you have to put it in yourself, or are they going to put it in for you? Hey, Phoenix. Selena saying hi to everyone. Selena, how's your weekend been? Hey, E. E's God's son is here. Say, how are you doing today? E, I'm doing pretty good. How about you? Are you guys subscribed to E is God's son? Very talented young man with a powerful message. Hey, Big Al, what's up? Abigail. Abigail says hi. How are you, Abigail? Llama is here. Llama Drama. Sebastian's here. Hey, Sebastian. Nice hanging out with you today. Michael says, I went out from gathering free cement rocks to make a walk way in the hollow. Yeah, I bet. How many rocks did you carry? Llama says hi to Selena. Selena says, Squirrel Sniper. I miss Squirrel Sniper. What's up, Squirrel Sniper? Greetings, beautiful souls from across the pond under the same skies. Sorry, guys. My cat is being very insistent. Poor man says it's in. Got it all hooked up. Already showered. Works well. Nice. Man, you got to be happy about that. Abigail says I'm doing amazing. All the trouble that you had. We got away from Rhea. Abigail says hey to Phoenix. Sebastian says Rhea, I enjoyed it very much. Like supporting you all. Give me 1 second, guys. Tina says, Phoenix, I enjoyed your live stream. You're very chill. Love that. Phoenix is very chill. Hey, Jamie. Poor man says it was almost too easy. On to the next disaster. Do you have the next disaster planned, or are you just going to let it unfold naturally? Michael says, rocking that wrench, buddy. Well, here's the deal. I mentioned it before that, he came in, she came in, they came in right from the start. I don't like timing anyone out. I'm not going to ban anyone, but we've asked respectfully to listen to the 3 gates the best that you can. No one needs to adhere to anything 100%. If you try and you mess up, that's fine. If you don't try, you get timed out. But when you're timed out, everyone comes back. Everything's forgotten. Everything's forgiven. It's like it's never happened. If it happens right off the bat, you timed out a little bit longer. We got all night. We got all night to do this. So it's not what I like doing, but it's for the best for everyone, including Rhea themselves. Hey, Marie. Marie, how are you? Marie was just uploading some shorts. Nice. The poor man says it will most definitely unfold on its own. Well, says, I know she was, so I was just having a yogi. I've done something really. What's up, Royal? Let's see. Royal says, how are you, Yogi? And Marie says, good for now, Yogi. Well, I hope good forever. I'm doing pretty good, Willa. Tina says, Yogi Eric, it's your channel, and I support whatever decision you decide is best. You are and the mods here are doing a fabulous job. I'm doing an okay job. You know, feeling things out as we go. What's the best thing for everyone, including, like I said, including Rhea? Hopefully, this acts as a way of gaining a little mindfulness. Sometimes we think little things don't matter. Hey, how I behave on YouTube, that's not real life. I can get away with it. What's the big deal? How you behave anywhere is how you behave everywhere. As is the micro, so is the macro. The little is the large. You just, because you might be more invested in something and you think the repercussions might be greater, you tend to behave more, but you're still imprisoned by your mind. You're still imprisoned by the arrogant thoughts that you think that you could treat people a certain way. So what we want to do, it's not punishment. I'm not timing someone out to punish anyone. Who am I to punish anyone? What I hope to do is help become a little more aware that how I people here are people with feelings. So we don't treat anyone bad. Everyone's treated with love, including Rhea when they come back in 5 minutes, if they come back in 5 minutes. If they don't, that's fine too. So it says, Yogi Eric, how we do anything is how we do everything. Perfect. Exactly. 1000%, Selena. That's it. And that's important to know. Separate says, well, what have you done? Let's see. Dan says, got to repair my roof here soon. Going to be bitch, have to rip the chimney off. Wow. Are you able to put the chimney back together or put a new chimney? Do you got the skills to do that? Michael says, give or take, Yogi, I'd say I toted about 20 or 30 of those rocks. Wow. Down to the hollow. Enough to make the walk back and the part of the stairs. Hey, so when are we gonna get like work in progress? What's up, T? Cena says, poor man, that roof sounds like a big job. That sounds like a big job on the roof. Yeah, it does. Michael says that was my work out for this weekend. Yeah, carrying stones. Will says, how is everyone? Phoenix says, I love you, you love me, we're a happy family. Absolutely. Michael says, now just got to gather some free river rock for the stairs and go in between. You got this pretty well planned out, Michael. Awesome. Selena said, Michael Burkeen, I love that you're using natural materials for your project. Hey, have you ever heard of the artist Andrew Goldworthy? I believe it's Andrew Goldworthy. If you haven't, I don't want to give too much away. but it's what Selena said that reminded me what you said to Michael about Andrew Goldworthy, the artist. Fantastic artist. Some people have problems with him. Check him out and let me know what you guys think. Hey, relaxing. Relaxing, how are you? Nice to see you on the live stream today. Will says, I'm really not good. Well, fine. What's going on, Willow? So what's up? It says, have to replace the chimney with some sort of vent. Shouldn't be too bad. Then after the roof's done, gotta cut my kitchen. Never ends. Yeah, the joy of being a homeowner, huh? Hey, Jamie. Jimmy says, hi, Phoenix Fireside. Will says, how is everyone? Well, I want to know how you are. Michael says, yep, the tornado swept through my original design out, so I had to start over from scratch. Man, I'm just glad it didn't do, any serious damage to the rest of your property. Doctor says, when I was done, my friend, awesome, relaxing, awesome. It's the best news I've heard in a long time. Michael says, rock is mainly to prevent flooding. Phoenix says, I've been feeling so enlightened myself, Yoda. What's going on with that, Phoenix? Hey, Asia. Asia, how are you? Sanford says, Three Gates quote, Rhea. Selena says, Dango tornado destroyed it. I'm sorry, that's horrible, but fortunately you can rebuild, and I love that. Selena says, Asia, hi. Or hey, actually. Our friend Asia is a very, very talented writer. Michael says, me too. Relaxing says, only need just one operation. He wants to support me for surgery, friends. Donate or join member. So our friend Relaxing is getting eye surgery. He's had one eye done, which again is a huge relief for him. I know how concerned he was. If anyone wants to support his channel, he did 2 live streams today. Willis says, St. Phoenix, I mean, can we help anyway? At all? Very kind of you, Willow. Willis says, let's see, I read that. Phoenix says, how you feeling, Phoenix? Selena, how are you feeling? Selena, you always come in and you ask about everyone. You always care for so many people. Let's turn that around a little bit. How are you? What's up, Song Ahead? Rula says, Phoenix, what's your weather like at the moment? We were supposed to rain all day, but we got sun now. It's pretty cool. Michael says, I would help him out. At the moment, I can't afford it. Understood. Hey, here's some things to consider. Our friend Relaxing is monetized. If anyone would like to help, you can always go over there and watch a video, watch the ads. Hey, Rhea, concentrate on the chat. Talk to us. I know you got stuff to say to me. I see your comments, even when we're up here doing breath work or I'm talking to someone else. What's up, Toy Pups? How are you, my friend? What's up, William? Nice to see you. T says, rare quotes, 3 gates. We can sum it up to 1 gate if we really wanted to. Be kind. Is what I'm about to say kind? And is it kind for everyone concerned? Selena says, Michael says, will do. Awesome. Hey, Nightmare. Nightmare, how are you? Hey, Dakota. Dakota says, Selena, do you feel you could ever fall in love with Trump? Well, he's pretty dreamy. Selena says, Yogi Eric, I'm actually doing great. My mom came out and visited. Nice. This week, so I've been quiet on social media, but she's gone now, so I can breathe. I love you, Mom, but I can understand that. Michael says, Ray, what did Yogi say, buddy? Ray says, Ray, no, I don't put tape on my hands. Hope all is good. So, Willow, I hope you don't mind me saying this, but, and I know you'll disagree with me, you are a very, very talented person. I enjoyed watching you draw today. So, Blair's been timed out for 10 minutes this time, guys. Phoenix says, Nightmare, hey, Nightmare, how's the team doing? How's the Paris team doing? Phoenix says, Dakota, fall in love with Trump. I don't know if I will fall in love again, to be honest with you. My cat came in here to say something to you guys. He is on the phone. Michael says, thanks for the prayer, Selena, the other night. The only damage done was that we lost power until 11 a.m. Let's see. Relaxing says, I remember me all time helping me. Will be returned. Sorry I could not help more. Relaxing. Phoenix says, peaceful blessings, happiness, and joy for all. And we get a dove and a butterfly and sun and music and stars. Beautiful, my friend. Cena says, Michael, thank God. I'm glad you're okay. Nightmare says, doing good, sir. Looking forward to the 8th. What's going to happen on the 8th? I got some singing to do tomorrow. I'm going to be singing to a rabbit tomorrow. And I'm also going to be singing to our good friend, Cat and Jack. Cat and Jack's birthday is tomorrow. And Willow's rabbit, Peter, right? It's Peter's birthday. Galactic says, Eric, you are in my Facebook and is come more friends because I want to help you, Eric. Relaxing. When I first started doing live streams, you were here. You gave me lots of tips. You showed up all the time. You've been a big help. The little that I was able to do for you was done pure love, and I was happy to do it. Like I said, I wish I could have done more. So no need to do anything for me, friend, other than what you already do. Appreciate you just being a friend. Toy Pup says, hi Yogi, hi guys. Toy Pups had a big day live streaming today. How many donuts did you eat? And did you get my requests for the big donut? Selena waves at Toy Pups. Hey Stitch. Stitch, how are you? Pepper says Big Al. Jamie says hi, Big Al. So Jamie, how did you enjoy your time with Jace? More importantly, how did you enjoy your time with Xena? Bullet says, of course I disagree. I hate my drawings. I just do it. But thanks for coming on my live stream, Yogi. Absolutely. Anytime I see you, I'll be there. Relaxing says, no problem, Eric. The point is when trust human, this is very important. Nothing else. Understood. Let's see. Abigail says hi to Toy Pups. Uh, yes, Peter. Petter or Peter? I filmed a rabbit today, and I was thinking about you, Willow. I filmed a hawk. I filmed a rabbit. I filmed um, a goose doing yoga, and a woodpecker. Tina says, Michael, Pizza Caveman style by the fire sounds brilliant. That does sound pretty brilliant. I'd have to cook that pizza caveman style. You can do what is it, the brick oven pizza? Let's see. Relaxing says, thanks, no problem, but is my option to help you from the heart. That's appreciated, my friend. Naima says, have you ever felt taken advantage of, Yogi? And how do you deal with that? Preferably in a positive way, but negative works fine with me. I'd be lying if I said I never felt it. Have I felt it recently? No. Because a while back, several years ago, and most specifically when I started on YouTube, I decided to give it all away. And if you give anything away, how can you ever be taken advantage of? And if I feel that way, if I do feel like I'm being taken advantage of, hey, Johnny Cash, I remind myself that means I'm holding something back. That means I'm expecting something in return. My goal is to give unconditionally. I'm not successful at it, not even remotely successful at it. But when you have a goal, you give yourself to it. And when you get the feedback, which is, well, this isn't right, or this person's taking advantage of me, or this or that, that's just feedback. That means that I double down. Gives me guidance, my internal teacher, my right mind. Let's see. Trip Up says, you set an awesome example for us to follow. I don't know. I try. I know how I want to live my life, and that's important to me. I don't want to ever tell anyone how to live their life. And if it ever sounds like that, you guys are my teachers. Let me know. Tell me to take a beat. Big Al says his parents are on the way. It's that'll be good, T. I think you're always being good, Big Al. Cena says Big Al must be something in the air. Parents visiting this week. How long was your mom with you, Selena? For the entire week? Willis says nightmare. I gets taken advantage of all the time. I just see nothing but not the best. I'm sorry about that, Willa. Michael says Yogi is not only a yoga master, but he's a psychic too. He said hello to Johnny Cash. Big fan of Cocaine Blues, by the way. I'm big fans with everything, Johnny Cash. Cena says Johnny Cash. Galactic says you're my best friend for this. I helped you first time I meet you. You were a huge help when you first met me, and you never asked for anything in return. Um, you just came in and gave me helpful suggestions. You spent time here, man. You spent time here when there was very few people spending time here. Phoenix says, I agree. That's your best bet. Try to give freely without wanting in return. And you know what? Here's been the big realization. Hey, Lucy. Lucy says, hey, Yogi Eric. Here's been the big realization for me that sometimes we choose the wrong teacher. We have two teachers. We could say right mind and wrong mind. We could say the ego and the Holy Spirit. We could say love and fear. The ego always speaks first, always speaks loudest, and is always wrong because the ego only wants its own survival. And that could be at the expense of how you feel, obviously. But the Holy Spirit or love is always quiet, abides, waits. Sometimes I'm not ready to choose the better teacher. Sometimes I want to choose that instant gratification. In Sanskrit, in yogic texts, it's called Priya and Shira. Priya is that instant gratification, eating the Big Mac, even though you know you're going to suffer later. Smoking a cigarette, having a drink, even though you know it's going to lead to more. It's not going to lead to anything good in the long run, maybe even in the short run, but you choose it anyway. Shriya is delaying the gratification for the spiritual betterment, for our self-worth, for the thing that is going to lead to a better life. At any moment, we can choose those two. Again, we could say that Kriya is the ego, instant gratification, and Shriya is the Holy Spirit or love. Sometimes I'm just not ready to choose the better option. But it's so important now to know that I didn't choose and to not rationalize it and to not punish myself. Man, I thought I was a spiritual person. Here I've been meditating forever and I'm still making these wrong decisions. Been meditating forever and I still flip someone off in traffic. And you punish yourself for the rest of the day. I should have been better. You shouldn't have been anything. You should have been what you were. Next time, and there'll always be a next time, choose again. See what happens. Relaxing says, Eric, my friend, I am very, very calm, very, very, very experienced in what I'm doing, and offering everything in future to all country friends, beautiful in the world. Relaxing, you've come a long way. I know how bad, over a year ago, I know how bad things were for you. You found your way back home. Guys, you don't have to delete anything from Raya. I'll handle it. When it gets to that point, we're up to, unless Raya would like to hang out more. Like I said, you know, everyone, it's not about second chances, it's infinite chances. 7 times 70. But the next time I think the next time is 30 minutes. We're going in incremental order. Hey, Monkey Man. Cena says, Yogi Eric, you're such an amazing teacher. You rock. I love this line from A Course in Miracles. We teach what we most need to learn. So if you see me really, really, really teaching patience, if you really see me teaching anything like that, it's because I need to learn it. So, hey, Rhea, I know you're tired of hearing about the three gates. Everything is the three gates, three gates. The point is for you to be mindful of what you're thinking before you say it. It'll save you a lot of trouble in life. I don't want to sound like I'm preaching to you. But if you think I didn't say anything or I didn't say anything wrong, empathy. How are people in this chat taking it? That's the important thing. It's not just what you think. Well, I don't think I said anything wrong. But if you have a little sense of empathy, you start thinking, I wonder how they're taking it. People are trying to have a bunch of friends, having an evening conversation, and it's constantly being interrupted by some things that aren't very nice at best, other things that are downright mean, and then you have just the plain emojis that interrupt the flow for no reason other than for some reason you think you're getting something out of it, but you're not because you know it doesn't feel good. Anyway, I don't want to preach. I just wanted to put that out there. You're always welcome to join in and actually have a conversation with us about whatever you want. Doesn't have to be all the stuff that we're talking about. Put something out there that you like. Abigail says, I'm helping everyone with mod. Well, thank you, Abigail. Lisa says, my mom is still not doing well. My brother's in a neck brace. I'm not okay. Hey, Lucy, as you learn more from the test, feel free to share whatever you think whatever you think you're up for sharing. Phoenix says, Lucy, I was just going to ask you how your mama is. Abigail says, hi to Phoenix. Selena is sending prayers for you and your family and the healing and recovery. Lucy says, I think you know I had to call 911 and the only adult and everything going on, Selena. Maybe you didn't. Will says, Yogi, how do you stop your mind? It's a great question. Because I hear that, as a meditation teacher, thank you for the prayers, Abigail. Relaxing says, peace to everyone. As a meditation teacher, I'm often given feedback that says I can't meditate. My mind doesn't quiet down. My mind won't quiet down. The mind isn't supposed to quiet down. That's not the role of the mind. The role of the mind is to think. That's why it's called monkey mind. We don't try to tame the mind. We just become aware of the mind. We become aware of our thoughts. And as we become aware, they start to calm down on their own. We start to recognize that, they're just clouds passing through the infinite spaciousness of our blue sky mind. Naima says, I need a break from screens for a while. Sure, it gets too much for me every now and then, but I'll be back eventually. I understand that, Nightmare. You always know where to find me. Michael says, okay, I'm back from lurking. I went on to gather some of that rain on the roof. Sound sleep aid music. Nice. That is a nice sound. Phoenix says, Nightmare, I understand that way too from time to time. Hey, T, have you taken your supplements? Hey, KKD. KKD says, hey, everyone. Lucy says, that's okay, Selena. I'm glad you know now. I understand you're busy and it's hard to keep up on everyone. I know off YouTube. Thank you, Selena. T says, Rhea, please stop bringing up triggering content. Nightmare says, I know my limit. Oops. I got my supplement. This is how lazy I am right now. I will pick it up eventually. I would rather open it and get another one than bend down and pick it up right now. I told you guys I was pretty lazy. Hey, Skits. Skits says, good evening, Eric, brother. Good evening, wonderful chat. Hey, Skits, that was an awesome song. Hey, Kayla. Kayla says, good evening. KKD says, how you doing? Pretty good, KKD. Big Al says, I'm back. Parents only stopped by to drop something off. Brief visit. Namer says, thank you, Selena. I appreciate that. Jamie says, hi to Kayla. All right. That's taken care of. T, don't forget your evening supplements. Name says T, it's 3-3, by the way. Big Al says I'm having a tea, dinner tea Americans at 11:05 p.m. because my bank account was hacked. Sorted out but my card is frozen. Well, I hope that's worked out soon, or your card works soon. It's good, says hi, Selena. Hey, KKD, thank you so much, my friend. We got a new new members channel supporter from KKD. Abigail says hi to KKD. Much, much appreciated. Ray says, Yoda, listening, what happened more to Rusty? I know you don't care what happened now. Rusty's doing better, Raya. Big Al says 3 to 5 days for cards to arrive. My parents dropped off some food just now, so at least I can eat. That was nice of them. Abigail says, how's Amanda doing now? She seems to be doing well. She stopped in, I think it was about 2 days ago in the morning. It appears, I could be off base. I could be off base, but it appears that she's had some sort of epiphany. Michael says, Ray, buddy, maybe she doesn't want to talk about it, especially when being pressured to. Miguel says, I feel weak, 28 years old, 28-year-old man, just want to sit and crying. Things are getting on top of me. Hey, that doesn't make you weak. As a matter of fact, quite the opposite. For one, you're aware. You're aware of how you feel. And you're open about it, which takes a tremendous amount of strength. I actually had a conversation about this with Squirrel Sniper about people masking pain and what happens when they do. And it's nothing good. Abigail says, stay strong. Absolutely. What do you got for us? For pups? Oh, you got the channel for KKD. Thank you. I'm subscribed, my friend. And I hit all notifications. Big Al says, thanks, Yogi. And if you want to try some basic breath work, Big Al, let me know. So Pup says, oh my God, Ray is on a roll. And if you'd like to try some meditation sometime, let me know. Selena says, Yogi Eric, I'm going to go. Blessings and take care, everyone. Blessings to you, Selena. Thank you so much for hanging out. Abigail says, you're welcome. Pup says, we even here for you too, Rhea. Yep, we absolutely are. Big Al says, bless you, Abigail. Hey, Jonathan. Jonathan says, Dochi, my anxiety song. Take care. I don't know that. Pup says, thanks, Yogi. Supplements and meds are done. Awesome. Abigail says, my best friend died in a car accident last year, January 3rd. I'm sorry about that, Abigail. That is hard. So, guys, don't worry about Rhea. I'll take care of it. As promised, as mentioned. Big Al says, "How's things, Lucy?" Big Al says, "You're welcome, Abigail." Simple says, "And breathe." Jonathan says, "I'm not here for myself. Take care." What do you mean, Jonathan? Willis says, "I really can't do this." What's that, Willow? Jonathan says, "See y'all soon." Take care, Jonathan. KKD says, "Take care, all." Thank you, my friend. Thank you so much for the membership. Michael says, "Thanks, Yogi. It was making my head hurt. Breath work needed." Yep, let's do some breath work. Sniper says, "Willow, yes, you can. You got this." I agree with Squirrel Sniper. Sniper says, "I hear on that one, Brother Michael." So, like I said, when it's obvious, when it's clear, uh, incremental timeouts. This is for half an hour, which is going to take us way past the end of the live stream. Willis says, "Need breath work, Yogi, please." We will do some breath work. Kat says, "At dinner with my auntie, leaving a thumbs up and a wave and a sunflower and love." Thank you, Kat. By the way, tomorrow is Kat and Jack's birthday. Hey, Mango. Mango says, "Hey, Eric, you got a new pair?" What did we get a new pair of? It's nice to see you again, Mango. It's been a little bit. Oh, parrot. Gotcha. Awesome. That's great to hear. You got any videos up of your new parrot? Willis says, "Happy birthday, Kat. Hope all is well." So, I hope Peter doesn't mind me singing for Kat and Jack as well as singing for him. Well, Michael says, "Happy birthday, Kat and Jack." He says, "Nightmare. Why? Sorry. Sorry, I've been hectic here." Nightmare says, "Oh, I thought you were telling me off." You thought T was telling you off, or all right? So we're gonna do some breath work. Mango says, "No, I will right now." Awesome. Feel free to drop the link. We'll check it out. Big Al says, "Whose birthday is it?" It is Cat and Jack's birthday tomorrow, and it is also our friend Willow's rabbit birthday. And I promised that I would sing for. I promised that I would sing for all of her pets. Mango says, "Hi." Willow says, "Can't relax." We're gonna see if we can help with that. Nightmare says, "Yes, Yogi T, my mistake." Mango says, "Okay." All right. Big Al says, "Oh, cool. Happy birthday for tomorrow, Cat and Jack." And Willow, no worries. Mystery, hello, brother. He says R. Willow says, I really can't on the edge of a panic attack. Really can't relax. All right, here's what we're gonna do. He says, sorry, I couldn't focus. 10 things at once. See, all you got to focus on is the chat. That's it. Foreman says, Yoda, ever try kava? Let's see. And T says, happy birthday to Cat and Jack. Nightmare says, you fine, T. So here's what we want to do. Willow, are you with me? First, we want to, it's an herb. It's an herbal supplement. Willow is here. Sniper says, Willow, put the phone down and just listen to Eric for the next 5 minutes. Gotcha, T. Big Al says, Zoogie, odd question. Are you married? I am divorced. The world's strangest divorce. Foreman says it's a natural anti-anxiety.
Basement.
No worries,
I wanted
Big
to
Al.
be in a
Awesome.
everybody. I wanted to be at work if it's possible.
It is, most certainly. Big Al was saying, oh, sorry, because I was talking about being divorced. It's actually, it was a painful to go through, but like I said, I have the world's weirdest divorce. It didn't really stick. All right, toy pups. It does for some people. Some people become bitter exes. Yeah, this is true. All right, so you're going to do some breath work with us, right? Is that better? And what we want to do for Willow is she's on the verge of a panic attack. So we want to bring it back from the edge. And then we want to introduce some calmer breathing. So we're going to do that physiological side that we talked about before. And that's where we breathe in about 80% of our capacity. And then we take a sip of air in to top it off. So it's, and then we exhale through the mouth with a big sigh, relaxing everything. We're going to do that 3 times. You ready? Are you ready, Willow? After 3 times, we're going to introduce, and I'm going to guide everyone through it. We're going to introduce the 4-7-8 breathing through the mouth with that whoosh sound. So, Willow says she's ready. Nightmare is ready.
I'm ready. Everybody's ready. They're like, stop talking, Yogi. Let's do breath work.
Okay, that's what we're going to do. Close your eyes. We're going to sip in air about 70-80% of capacity, and then sip it in again to top it off. Exhale through the mouth with a sigh. I'm going to do it with you guys. Here we go. We're going to breathe in. Let everything go. One more time. Last one. Let's stay in that spot. Eyes closed. We've just stepped back from that panic just a little bit. We're a little more at ease. We're a little more relaxed. We're breathing in nice and easy. We're going to take a breath in through the nose for count of 4. You can use that ujjayi breath, that ha breath, on the inhalation. We're going to hold for a count of 7. On the exhalation, the mouth open, lips pursed with a whoosh sound. You can put the tongue behind the front teeth, the roof of the mouth. So we're going to breathe in for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale with that whoosh for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale with that whoosh for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathing in 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last breath. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Relax. Let the breathing settle easily. I'm going to stay in this space for just a moment. What I would like you to do is introduce that ujjayi breath, soft and gentle, as you relax. No special inhalation, no special exhalation. We're making that gentle snoring sound. That and as you breathe in, imagine your heart center, that there's a warm gold light. And as you breathe in, it expands. And as you exhale, you release everything with that light, and it travels outwards, blessing everything and everyone. Breathing in, you relax. That heart space fills with light, fills with love. As you exhale, it's released, and you relax. And when you're ready, but only when you're ready, you can continue breathing as long as you want. But when you're ready, open your eyes with a blessing, a namaste for yourself and for everyone. And I will see you in the chat.
When the yogi talks you through breathing, and then you're like, okay, fall asleep. I was almost ready to fall asleep.
That's actually a good idea. 1-800
Yeah,
breath.
Yogi, I always
1-800
come up
breathe.
1-800 breathe. Breathe with the yogi. It doesn't have to be 1-800. It could be breathe with yogi. You know how they have those special numbers? And it's
I do.
yeah, breathe with yogi. And it would sell. Actually, you probably wouldn't make that much money because after the first 5 minutes, they would be knocked out. I mean, we fall
That's
asleep on your lives.
Nightmare says, thanks, Yogi and Toy Pups. If I ever get around to making stickers, speaking of stickers, have I shown off my Michael Burkeen sticker?
Listen, the yogi is great at coming up with ideas, but sometimes it's hard to know how to implement it. So, like, what would be a great gift with that sticker is letting the yogi know how to implement that and make it a thing. How he can come up with his own sticker and how he can, that's how we can support the yogi and we can help him. We can give him, keep throwing ideas at him. And if you have connections, that's what community building is, right? Is that we can learn from each other. We can, in a community, you need a doctor, you need a lawyer, you need a teacher, we all have different roles to play. And our role is to try to support the yogi, is to find these different ways that he can make these things happen for him. I think stickers are a great idea, and your book is a great idea, right? To how do we set up
No, but everything's available on Amazon if anyone ever wanted to order a book. Um,
Oh, but you can make it easier too, where it could be linked to your channel right away. Like now that
yeah,
we're talking about it, someone can just go click a link right on your channel and purchase the book right away instead of having to go elsewhere. You know what I mean?
I do. Um, One of the stickers I thought about making is I fell asleep on Yogi's live stream.
That's a per thou. I would put that on my car at the back.
Um, and also that I did the Yogi triple. People who show up, I would send a sticker to people who show up in the 5 a.m., the
Oh, the
1 p.m.,
yogi.
and the 5:25 p.m.
That's a good one. I would even do like if you want to be a mini yogi in training, you can do a badge, like how they do the Girl Scouts badge.
Yep.
You can have like that and magnets for the fridge to be reminded of what times the yogi go live.
Nightmare says I wouldn't mind purchasing a book. It's on Amazon. Nightmare. Um, this is my first one. This was written in 1999.
But what do we look for? Like what do we look for, Yogi?
Uh,
Looking for.
Eric Paul McCarty or Eric
We're
McCarty.
just looking for your name, Eric Paul McCarty.
Yep.
And that book should come up. You guys heard that, right? Eric Paul McCarty. You just got to go on Amazon and type that in, and you can get the yogi's book. So we can be side by side with him when he's doing his lives and he's reading out of the book. We can have our own book in front of us, like a guide, you know? Yeah, awesome. I'm going to look too. I didn't even know that. I'm so glad. Like, we talked about it because I'm going to go look on Amazon now too.
Hey, speaking of Amazon, Nightmare. Do you know what I was looking up on Amazon? Jaffa cakes. You ever heard of Jaffa cakes, toy pups?
No, is that from the UK?
It's Scottish. Yep, it's from the UK.
Oh,
Um,
Scottish. Yeah, it
yep,
sounds like.
Maddie and Chloe were talking about him on his live stream, and she just ate 10 of them, like right off the bat.
Is
Um,
it like a Joe Louis, like what we would call a Joe Louis kind of thing?
I I don't know what that is.
Oh my God, it's Canadian. It's like a white sponge cake with a icing filling in the middle. You got to bite it to get the filling kind of thing.
Oh, it sounds like the same thing. I never heard of a Jaffa cake before either. But
Yeah,
it's sort of like a spongy thing, so it sounds almost like the same thing,
that's what I think. All countries will have kind of like the same kind of treats. They just call them different names.
right?
We're human. We all like the same kind of taste buds for stuff.
So
Yogi,
go
thanks
ahead.
for thanks for doing the breath work. I'm so happy I did it with you.
Me too.
I wanted to
Um,
Yeah, I did like a 9-hour live stream today. I don't even know what was happening. I thought I had my share of live, but I said, let me come say hi to the yogi on a Saturday. How cool would that be?
and I
And I heard
appreciate
what,
it because
yeah, I heard,
I don't
no,
often get to see you on
we
the
don't even
weekends.
talk on the weekends. I'm so glad I got to join your live today. Canada is yucky, guys, but the yogi, when he was doing the breathing just now, I just saw the light came to me like this. It was coming in and then it whooshed. Yeah, I was like, yeah, good energy. I felt you guys' vibes. Yeah.
Hi, Sue.
I just wanted to say I don't want to take up your time because yesterday I took up so much of your time. I want to keep my 5 minutes, even though I think I went over the. Sorry, Chase. Sorry. Sorry, Mr. Timekeeper. Like I went over it. Like, okay, don't come for me. Did you see Chase's live this morning?
I did with Jamie.
Oh my, yeah, that was cool. Look at them collabing, eh? I was like, what? Jamie Brown, and that's pretty awesome.
It is.
Trendsetters. Who do I collab with? I want to go meet up with somebody in the corner and how amazing.
Love you too, my friend. He says, Yogi, no, a Jaffa cake.
Stay, thank you.
Namaste. Thank you. A Jaffa cake has a sponge with marmalade and covered in chocolate. Hey, Home Slice, how are you? What's up, Jim Rat? Home Slice says, just saying hi. Hey, are you going to be going live, Home Slice? Format says, Jim Rat, just put a water heater in. Hey, Easy. Hey, Easy. Again, one more time. Congratulations, my friend. Home Slice says, Jamie was singing today. I missed that. What was Jamie singing? Namer says, we love hearing from you, Toy Pups. Agreed. And you know what? Sometimes I think it's easier when someone comes up and I do breath work with them specifically. Just makes it more, gives me a target, if that makes sense. Let's see. Easy says, thank you. The first job I'm excited for. Awesome. Nightmare says, Yogi, at least tell me you have Embra. Did I even say that right? Over there? Embrew? Embrew. Nope. Never heard of it. What is it? Let's see. Homesite says he was so funny. I'm gonna have to rewatch that. What were you singing, Jamie? Phoenix says congrats. Jim Rat raves at Jamie Brown. Let's see. Homesite says I think I might after my my mail when moving the compost pile. He says I need breath work. Oh, Iron Brew. Got you. I could do more breath work for you, T, if you want. Then says what? Iron Brew is a Scottish fizzy drink. No, I never heard of it. Jamie says he's just doing some random stuff. Homeslice says all kinds of songs. Jamie says thanks to Homeslice. Well, it says helped a bit, but still feel like I can go into a panic attack any second. Hey, Rollo, have you ever tried to shake? Literally shake it off. If you like, you could even put music on. And it's not a dance you just want to shake. You want to shake your arms, shake your legs, shake your shoulders, shake your head around. Just move through the panic. Take the edge off again a little bit more. Flamer says most popular drink in Scotland. How come I never saw Stuart drink it? He was always drinking American drinks. Give me a second. Homestead says, I think Jamie was just being himself. So it was freaking cool to watch. Nice. Hey, Beyond Drumming, how are you? Nightmare says, Stuart's not Scottish. He's from Edinburgh. Edinburgh, right? Did I get that right? Beyond Drumming says, good. How about you? Doing pretty well. Hey, Beyond Drumming, you ever listen to the Grateful Dead? Easy says, haven't seen Stuart in a while. Yeah, Stuart is doing his own thing nowadays. Beyond Drumming says, good to hear. Will says, so I haven't been this bad for years, though. Hey, T. If T wants to do some breath work, Willow, do you want to try a little bit more? Homestead says, oh, the panic anxiety is real. My friend Ann used to be debilitating, where I thought I was dying. Now that I have the naked out of my life, the light is shining so bright. Beyond Drumming says, no, what is it? Grateful Dead were a band officially from well, they used to be called the Warlocks, 1963. Around 65 or so, they changed their name to the Grateful Dead, performed all the way up to the 90s. Awesome band. But the drummer, they had two drummers. They used to have sets called drums, where all they did was play drums, and it's pretty awesome. If you YouTube Grateful Dead drums, you'll get some amazing percussion. And if you go, one of their drummers, Mickey Hart, did Planet Drums, which is drum sounds from all over the world. Pretty amazing. Nightmare says, I don't like Irn-Bru personally, but yeah, it's popular. I'm surprised they didn't ship it to America. Americans are kind of stuck up about their soft drinks. Sodas, depending what you guys want to call it. Will says, yeah, please, I really can't. All right, we will do some more. Beyond Drumming says, I'll check it out. Homestead says, let's do it for Willie, y'all. Homestead says, Sebastopol. Normally I make it out before, but as soon as I do something, then I just back into the state. Nightmare says, what's the most popular soft drink over there? Probably Coca-Cola. Pepsi being next. Maybe Mountain Dew or Sprite second. He says, bye all. He says, sorry, I need to go. He says, Nightmare should think about exporting some. Homestead says, Bumblebee. Money to be made. All right. Nothing to apologize for. You know, I mentioned before, not everyone is meant to be here forever. Separate says later by Moby T. Let's see. Homestead says, and the South we call everything a Coke if it comes in the can. Yeah, Pepsi and Coke were always interchangeable for me back when I was a kid. Back when I used to drink it. The last time I had Coke, it had, well, no, that's not true. I was going to say the last time I had Coke, it had rum in it, which lets you know how long ago it was. But I used to drink it occasionally in ultra races towards the end of a race when I needed the calories, I needed the caffeine, and I needed the sugar. Plus, it was normally flat and it would help settle the stomach. So we're going to do a little bit more breath work, and then we're going to close things down for the night. Homeslice says in the South, we don't usually really do Pepsi. It's Coke or Dr. Pepper. I can't recall that I've ever had Dr. Pepper. I had Mountain Dew once in a race and did not like it. Lola says, thanks, Yogi. So we're going to charge this up a little bit. Remembering the Ujjayi breath, making that ha sound. We're going to breathe in for a count of 4. We're going to hold for a count of 2. We're going to exhale. We're going to hold for 4. Breathe in for 4. Hold for 4. Exhale for 6. Hold for 2. Cherry Coke for Sniper. Never had Cherry Coke. Nightmare says that's interesting. Home Slice. Thanks for that. We can everything a can over here, so we wouldn't say we want to cook. We would say we want a can. Huh. All right. So Willa and anyone else who would like to participate, if you could close your eyes. Just take a few mindful breaths. Nice and easy. And what I would like you to do, Willow, is breathe in for a count of 4, hold for 4, exhale for 6, hold for 2. So we're going to begin now. If you could breathe in for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold for 1, 2. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold 1, 2. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold 1, 2. Breathing in through the nose for 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold 2, 3, 4. Exhale through the nose for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and hold 1, 2. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold 1, 2. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold 1, 2. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold 1, 2. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold 1, 2. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold for 1, 2. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. And hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 1, 2. Last breath for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And hold. 1, 2. Relax the breath. Sit there for the moment, breathing normally, easily. Just breathing. And when you're ready, open your eyes. And I'll see you in the chat. Our friend Ray is back. So in just a minute or two, we'll wrap things up. Willa says, thanks, Yogi. You're welcome, Willa. So if things get difficult later, remember one thing. Tomorrow, I will be singing happy birthday to your pet rabbit. Maybe that will at least put a smile on your face. Yeah, Willa says, thank you, Yogi. Will do. You're welcome, Willa. Another thing, as Home Slice said up earlier, let's do the breath work for Willow. Get people who really care about you here. So that is always something to keep in mind. You have people who care about you. Home Slice says, thank you, Yogi. I'm pumped and ready to mow the lawn. Enjoy the time out. I hope it's sunny. Enjoy the time out in the sun, my friend. Willa says, I've been doing the hand skating a bit too. I love doing the hand skating. Willa says, yes. This is the hand skating for those who don't know. You can do it at whatever pace is comforting. What you find is that if you're anxious, you might start faster. You naturally start slowing down. You can add in heart space massage. It's very gentle, circular motion. Well, says just couldn't get out of that state. Now, I like to start the somatic practice, hands on the arms, just up and down, whatever feels comfortable for you. All the way down to your fingertips, upper arms. You can stop. If you need something a little firmer, put one arm under the arm, give yourself a hug, and then just with the other arm. It says trace the infinity symbol around your stomach, focusing hearing your breath. Nice, William. I like that. Then we go to the hand skating. Will says, won't say I'm better now. Uh, but out for the state, if you know what I mean. Just be better, I guess, not as stressed. So we're doing the hand skating, then hand on the chest. We're going to do one more thing for those two who are doing this. And if not, that's fine, because I can always use the work myself too. Here's the last thing, Willow. Thumbs up, my friend. Thumb blowing. Very gentle. Be mindful of the breath leaving your lips, passing over your lips when it initially touches the thumb, and how it just seems to lower right past the thumb. William says, how do you cook legumes? It depends on the legume. Since I mostly cook lentils, I do it in my Instapot along with my rice. Took it about 20 minutes. You could get away with about 16. Yoda says, yeah, I just need to keep my mind off stressing. Can you get out for another walk? Homestay says, really, just give it to the universe, give it to God, whatever you believe in. Give it all that energy to the universe, because that energy makes you shake. Homestay says, that's a lot of energy. You could be using that to heal. This is true. Willow says, thanks, Yogi. You help a lot. I hope you know that. Thank you, Willow. And you are welcome, my friend. Willow says, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. It's late, but I need to get out. Hey, sometimes the night sky is healing on its own. There's just something so immense and at the same time accepting about that night sky. It says also, have you considered doing what to eat in a day, showing how much you eat, not like eating on cam, just showing a picture, short cooking. It's been suggested. I'd have to clean my kitchen. That's a good idea, William. I did do a video of my oatmeal maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. Rather, what do we eat in a day? Got you. Well, it says, and it's quiet. Yes, I love that quiet. Have a conversation with Yoda. Dogs are great conversationalists. They listen to everything. Unlike cats. My cat is looking at me like, what are you talking about? I listen. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap things up. I appreciate you all being here. William says there is beauty in silence. Agreed. Herman Melville and Moby Dick said silence is the only voice of God. Let's see. Yoda says, voodoo, yes, they are. And guinea pigs and rabbits, yes, but cats. Cats are pretty good too. Willow says, thank you. Bye, Yogi. Bye, Willow. William says, thank you, Yogi and stream. Good night. Good night, William. Home slice, my friend. Have a good time mowing the lawn. I will see everyone, those who have hung in here with me. I'll see you tomorrow. All right. Take care, guys.